With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello. So question is saying this: identify the reaction which does not liberate hydrogen, right? So we have to identify the reaction which is not liberating hydrogen, right? So here the 4 reaction in the form of options, right? So let's check it one by one, right? So option A is saying this. Option A is saying this: reaction of zinc with aqueous alkali, right? So if I talking about the option A, right? So reaction of zinc, right? Reaction of zinc with aqueous alkali, right? So with aqueous alkali, right? So now question arises, what do you mean by this aqueous alkali, right? So we know that alkali is actually like sodium, potassium, right? So what do you mean by this aqueous? That means we have to add water in this alkali, right? So actually what will happen here, right? So you can see here, when we add water, right? So when we add water in this alkali, let's say this is sodium, right? So there is a formation of NaOH, right? So there is a formation of NaOH plus water, right? Plus not water, there's plus hydrogen, right? So this hydrogen will liberate, right? So now this becomes our aqueous alkali, right? So because in this there is a formation of, or you can say this mixture is also aqueous alkali, right? So when sodium is, you can say sodium is added into this water, right? So sodium is very active, so it is converted into this reaction, right? It is converted into NaOH, right? So that means reaction is like taking like this: zinc is treated with NaOH, right? So zinc is treated with NaOH. There is a formation of this reaction, right? So here is the formation of this product, Na2ZNO2, right? So Na2ZNO2, right? And along with this there's a evolution of hydrogen also, right? Along with this there evolution of hydrogen also, right? So you can see here, if you want to balance it, just you have to multiply it by 2, so right? So now the equation becomes balanced, right? So now you can see here, there's a evolution of hydrogen. That means hydrogen is liberating in this reaction, right? So when zinc is treated with aqueous alkali, right? So now this, in this way I can say this option A cannot be our answer, right? Option A cannot be our answer, because it is asked in the question that which of the following reaction does not liberate hydrogen, right? So does not liberate, but this reaction is also liberating the hydrogen, right? So this cannot be our answer, right? So now if we talk about the option B, right? Or if we talk about the option B, or you can say reaction B, that means electrolysis of acidified water using platinum electrode, right? In this reaction we have to electrolyze the water, right? So now you can see here, this is water, right? So this is water. When we electrolyze it, right, so there's an anode and cathode, right? So at anode we know that oxidation takes place. Let's say there's an anode, right? So at anode oxidation will evolve, right? So that's this oxidation will evolve, and along with this will get an 4 hydrogen here and 4 electron, right? So that means there is a loss of electron, right? So now again in the case of cathode, this water, right? So this water accept this 4 electron, right? And there's a formation of hydrogen, right? So there's a formation of hydrogen, and along with this 4 OH negative in the solution, right? So now you can see here, this is actually anode cathode reaction, right? So now in this reaction, if you want to balance it, just you have to multiply it by 2, right? So if you want to see there's an evolution of hydrogen over here, right? So that means this reaction is also cannot be our answer, right? So because there is a hydrogen liberation, right? And it is asked in the question that which of the following reaction does not liberate hydrogen, right? So option B cannot be our answer, right? So now if we talk about the option C, right? If we talk about the option C is talking about the reaction of lithium hydride with B2H6, right? So if we talk about reaction C, that is lithium hydride, right? So this is lithium hydride. It is treated with B2H6. It is treated with B2H6, right? So now you can see this is diboron, right? So and from here lithium plus and hydride minus, that means hydride come from here, and there is a formation of this compound LiBH4, right? So LiBH4, right? So this compound will form, right? So now you can see here, if you want to balance it, just you have to multiply it by, right? So now you can see there are 2 borons, right? So there are 2 borons, you have to multiply it by 2, right? And that means there are 2 Li's, right? So now equation be balanced, right? So in this reaction, only this product is forming, right? So only this product is forming, right? So there is no evolution of hydrogen, right? So there is no evolution of hydrogen. I can say this hydrogen is not evolving in this reaction, right? So in this way I can say this can be our answer, right? So this can be our answer, right? So this statement is correct, right? So this statement is correct, or you can say this option is correct, right? So let's see option D also, right? If we talk about the option D, right? So if we talk about the option D, in option D what will actually happening, right? So in option D you can see here, in option D, allowing a solution of sodium in liquid ammonia to stand, right? So when we react with sodium, or you can say when we allow the sodium into liquid ammonia, right? Into liquid ammonia, right? So there is a formation of NaNH2, right? Sodamide, NaNH2, right? So this compound will form, and along with this the hydrogen evolution also takes place, right? hydrogen evolution also takes place, right? So now you can see here, if you want to just balance the equation, right? So if you want to just balance the equation, you can balance it, right? So but here the main concept is this: there is evolution of hydrogen also, right? So there is evolution of hydrogen also, right? So now you can see here, this option cannot be our answer, right? Because it is asked in the question that which of the following reaction does not liberate hydrogen, but in this reaction hydrogen is also liberating, right? So this cannot be our answer, right? So in this way I can say this option C will be the correct answer, right? In which hydrogen is not liberating, right? So hope this answered your question. So thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.